Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something maybe a little unexpected. It's about Thai basil. We're looking at these really interesting garden notes from someone named Ang, published July 11, 2025. Thai Basil's Unexpected Charms in the Garden. That's the title. And our mission really is to unpack Ang's personal take here. See why this herb is maybe more than meets the eye or the taste bud. Apparently it's a great gateway for anyone thinking about starting a garden. Ang found some surprising things, the unique flavor, sure, but also how easy it is to grow. Kind of makes you curious, right? Okay, let's unpack this. What exactly makes it so charming according to Ang?
Yeah, and what's great about these notes, they're actually part 591 in a series called Notes on Gardening, is just how firsthand it all feels. It's not just theory, it's Ang's actual experience, starting seeds,
Hmm.
watching plants just pop up on their own through self-propagation. There are some really practical lessons in there for you, I think, whether you're experienced or literally just starting out.
Okay, so one of the first things that really grabbed me from Ang's notes is the flavor, but maybe not in the way you'd expect. Thai basil, it has this really distinct licorice kind of aniseedy taste, sometimes a bit peppery too. But here's the kicker. Ang doesn't even really eat it. Ang cherishes these plants, mostly for that amazing smell, that sensory hit, not for cooking. Wild, right?
It really is. It sort of challenges how we usually think about herbs, doesn't it? Culinary first. But Ang's notes show there's so much more value. They mention them being beautiful, like decorative herbs, adding color and life. And crucially, Ang found they were fantastic for just practicing gardening skills,
Right.
learning the ropes. So for you, the listener, it shows how one plant can do a lot, look good, smell amazing, and teach you something too.
Right.
So not eating it, just enjoying the whole experience of it.
Yeah.
The scent, the look, the growing process itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. And that leads nicely into another point that sounds really encouraging, especially if you're new to gardening, how easy they are to grow.
Yeah.
Ang apparently built up quite a collection, and lots of them just came from self-propagation. Like Ang isn't even actively starting seeds anymore for these. That sounds amazing to me.
Uh-huh.
I've killed my fair share of seedlings trying too hard.
Uh-huh. It really does sound pretty straightforward the way Ang describes it. It backs up why basil, especially Thai basil, often gets recommended for beginners. It's forgiving. And Ang didn't just stick to one type either. They grew, I think, 4 different kinds.
Sure.
Mentioned things like Siam Queen, which has that really strong anise flavor, even a cinnamon basil. So there's loads of variety just within basil itself to explore. It makes
Wow.
it a really accessible, but also quite deep starting point.
Huh?
And that self-propagation Ang saw, it often just happens. Flowers drop seeds, maybe a broken stem roots itself, almost takes care of itself.
Okay, so pulling this all together then, what's the main takeaway for you listening? Ang's journey with Thai basil, this plant with the, licorice anise taste, maybe a little spice. It shows that there's way more to it than just adding flavor to a stir fry.
Yeah, definitely. It's a sensory thing, it's decorative, and maybe most importantly, it's like a patient teacher for learning gardening skills.
So Ang's experience really points to that bigger idea of discovery in gardening, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Even with something common like basil, there's so much diversity, like Ang finding 4 types. And it shows plants can wear multiple hats, decorations, skill building, not just food. It really confirms basil is a fantastic and rewarding way to get started if you're curious about gardening. Super easy, lots of payoff.
Right. And maybe that's the real unexpected charm here that Ang tapped into. Not just the basil itself, but what you learn about nature's resilience, about patience, even when you're just letting plants self-seed. There's a kind of quiet lesson there, maybe.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, what unexpected charms might you find just waiting in your own garden or even a pot on the windowsill?